is one of the games I thought about dodging because of the lineup,
Hmm.
but in this Edo, it's not worth dodging anything.
Oh yeah, Teemo, Kali, Morgana. Yeah, it looks a bit silly. You guys are full AP except for Jinx. Like, it's definitely a game where you want to go an early avoid staff, maybe third. If they're stacking MR, maybe even second. Probably just third though. Uh, but yeah, let's see. Looks like we're full clearing down. They have a lot of AP too though, Mordekaiser and Xerath. Balling kills them, bottom level 1. We have no idea where the enemy jungle started. Just enjoying our full clear. Everything looks normal. Play for bot crab. Anytime, usually, you show up to a crab and the enemy jungle isn't there, that means there's a pretty good chance. It's not guaranteed, but there's a pretty good chance he's probably on the opposite side of the map. So right now, I don't see a Mumu. I usually just I would just normally throw a danger ping here. Again, it's not guaranteed he's there, just a pretty high chance.
Yeah, yeah,
That's always good to know. So for now, if we're tracking in our head, we're like, okay, Mumu was probably top side, so that means he probably started Gromp. So that means we're both our like our clears are saying my Gromp spawns on his Gromp spawns, my wolves with his wolves, Raptors with Raptors, etc. Go for this gank, flash. No, I don't flash. I think you can play this a lot more patient. So first of all, anytime you see the spikes channeling Q, there's only one thing it's for. It's obviously not on this way because it's minion, or this way. It's only for you to peel. So when you see this Q, you could low-key just stand still or just walk backwards and just chill. Wait for it to
yeah,
expire. He has to throw the next 2 seconds. If he doesn't throw the next 2 seconds, it's gonna fizzle out, right? So low-key we can just dance. Walk here, just
yeah,
dance on this line. Click here, anywhere you want. Wait for it to go away. Once it goes away, now it's like free game, you know. Another thing is
yeah,
here. You don't have a ward normally. Let's see where you W. I think it'd be more patient with your W. So with your W, you're always either not throwing your W and saving it, or you're throwing it in the bush. The reason why is if he walks this way, let's say Vayne walks this way, you can always just EQ him, right? He can't dodge it. The only way
yeah,
he can dodge your EQ or be annoying or play around is if he plays into Fog of War. Since you don't have a ward, the only way to reveal the bush is with your W, right? So if you throw your
yeah.
W here,
Mm-hmm.
if he walks this way, you'll see him still, and you Q him where he goes. And if he walks this way, then obviously you're
Yeah,
always still EQing him. So you actually
yeah,
just want
makes
to
sense.
hold your W for either this bush or for this bush. And then now just wait for this guy to stop his Q. And then once he has no more Q, and this guy's in the bush, we'll throw our W here. It'll be fully revealed, and then we'll just very calmly EQ him. You know. Another thing you could do is
Yeah,
because it's Vayne, we don't have to start with EQ. We could just walk up and just auto him. Because Vayne's always gonna do two things. Vayne's either always gonna EQ away, and she's always gonna condemn us, which knocks you back, right? So
yeah,
when
mm-hmm.
she knocks you back, you want to use your E um, to go forward. So if she knocks, if you know, if, let's say she's here and you're here, and she knocks you back here, you want to have E up to catch up to her again, right? Um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I would always say just against champ. This applies to, let's say this guy's playing another character. Let's say this guy's playing Ezreal. I would never want to use my E until he E's. Let's say this guy's playing Ezreal instead. I'm just gonna walk up to him auto attack. Once he E's away, then I'll follow with my own E, right? But
yeah,
if Vayne never Qs, I never E. If Ezreal never E's, then I never E, right? So we're kind of
yeah,
playing a game of chicken. I'm not using my dash until you use your dash. Because if neither of us ever dashes, then I'll just kill you organically with just autos and just normal movement. Make sense?
yeah.
So
Makes sense. Yeah,
yeah,
just was impatient
yeah.
here.
So you still kill him, but obviously I think you have to use your flash, which normally you wouldn't have to. And maybe if you
Yes.
played it better,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you could have killed Pike as well. Who knows, right? Because you'd have flash
Yeah,
to chase the Pike after. This is still really good for you. You got a kill. Moo hasn't. But we always want to look at what we could do better. Okay, we base. Go to our top camps. Don't forget to use your smite. Anytime you have two charges of smite, there's no point not to use it. You know,
mm-hmm.
because you don't use it on Gromp, and then you don't use it on Wolf, so you're just killing your camp slower than you should for no reason. Then we don't use it on Raptors as well. It's actually funny enough a pretty common problem I've been seeing recently in lower levels. You guys just hate using smite for some reason. But yeah, because this is
Yeah,
so far your fourth camp you didn't use smite on, so a bit troll. All good though. Go back to our full clear. Fifth camp we don't use smite on. I'm gonna just keep mentioning it. Sixth camp. Okay, doing our full clear. I think Ekko's one of the champs which is he's very happy just full clearing. You don't need to force ganks or force invades. You're just really happy just doing what you're doing right now. Playing for grubs because he played for dragon. It looks good. And now we just keep full clearing down. Again, we literally have not used mine in the last 5 minutes, but it's okay. Don't think there's anything to do mid here. This guy's obviously never gankable because he's full HP. He's not pushed. If this guy was like, you know, this HP or he's like super far up like here, then sure. But he's pretty safe.
Yeah.
He's full HP. He's not really threatening our teammate anymore. Like he was with the ult, but now that's obviously gone. I would just go back to our full clear. I think here you're just wasting time, and you're giving Ammumu an opportunity to just be taking your bot camps when he sees you on mid wave. You know.
Yeah, I know. Even worse. You just see.
Because we're just wasting a lot of time. And now we get chunked for free. And now that we're chunked, now he's not stupid. He says, "Oh, Ekko's low. I'm gonna invade him."
This was a stupid bomb, yes.
Yeah, but this is not. It's not about this. It's about this. He can only do this because you went mid. It's all about the.
Yes, I know.
It's not. It's all about the result. It's about
because I didn't.
Yeah,
go
exactly.
To
So I agree. This is pretty bad for you. You lose. If he's good, he takes your entire bot side, which is what he did. He took your Raptors, red, and now he took your Krugs. So it's pretty sad for you. When he dies here, I would immediately run to his top side now. Yeah, perfect. That's what you're doing. Yeah, this is good. Take it. Yeah. This is really good.
I thought he was taking my whole bot side, but he actually wasn't.
No, he did. Yeah. Look, he has red buff on him, so he took your red. See?
Oh yeah.
So and then he obviously took your Raptors, and now he's on your Krugs when he died. So yeah, he did take your entire bot side. So as a response, you take his top side, which is good. This is what you should do. Now you're even. So what I usually say, I don't think I've coached you before. Is I usually like to say, this goes to everyone in here. There's usually an imaginary line that goes down the center of the map like this. Okay. A really easy way to see League is anytime someone's past this line, they're usually gankable, and anytime someone's behind this line, they're usually safe. So if someone's playing here or here or here, unless you're diving them, they're pretty safe. And same thing with your teammates. If your teammate is here or here, that means they're probably gankable because obviously jungle can just come from behind them and they're super pushed up, right? So I almost never gank anyone unless they're either super past this line or they're near on the line, but they're like low. So for example, if Mordekaiser is here, but he's literally 10%, then I can still gank because I can flash over this wall, or I can still just force it because he's so low, right? But in my head, this guy's like, this is the direct middle of the lane. He's like behind the line, and he's literally full HP. And again, that's still possible if you have like super crazy setup. Like your top laner is playing Malphite, and he could just Malphite ult him, right? Or you're ganking bot lane, and it's fine if they're on the middle of the line, but your support's playing Nautilus. So they have Nautilus Q and Nautilus ult, and auto. So, but normally if you have no CC, full HP, anytime they're not past the line would be here, or obviously even under your tower. Usually it's probably not worth your time. Again, the gank might still work, but it's just not like a guaranteed above 50% gank. It's probably like it's way more flippy, The only way he dies is if he like wants to die, if he's like completely trolling. So I think this is kind of a waste of time. We could be on our camps way earlier on wolves and raptors and whatnot. Make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Don't think yet. Don't think yet to ult. He always dies to your Kali. You can catch up with your. He's slowed because of red smite. Yeah. You have smite slow, and you could just keep chasing him for 5 seconds, and your next E will kill him. So I think wasting ult's a bit troll.
I just thought of killing him with my ult just for fun.
Yeah, it's trying to farm some dopamine.
That's all good. Second.
Yeah, it's fine. Kill a Seraph, pull dragon, looks good. I think once this happens, you just E over the wall and base.
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I want to base instantly. Get my item. Play next again. You always want to be thinking about next objective. What's the next objective? Herald spawning in 40 seconds. So what's the plan? Okay, I'm gonna do Scuttle, Blue, Gromp, Wolves, and then I'll do the Herald. Maybe Raptors, and then I'll do Herald. So we'll do Wolves, and then here after Wolves, I would just go through the Herald right now, especially right now because you see the enemy jungle bot side.
I see.
So the enemy jungle is obviously across the map from Herald. So we start Herald right now. We looked up, we have top prio, mid's even, enemy jungle is not here. Looks like a free objective to me, You can
Yeah.
always do your bot camps after Herald, and if you're scared and if you see him walk to your bot side, then after Herald you'll just go take his red buff that's respawning, you know. So it's not like you're
Yeah.
losing your camps for nothing. You're trading the camps plus you're getting an objective, you know. And that's again, you have so many wards. There's
Yes.
a ward here, there's a ward here, there's a ward here that you'll see him do it. So you could even ping your teammates, yo guys, while I'm soloing Herald, go defend my Raptors or go defend my red buff, you know.
Yes.
So I think this anytime we can guarantee an objective, we should always do that. Because this is fine being here, but like we could just be on Herald right now, and then if we see him move bot side, we know his red's up. We just see his Raptors respawn on the map. This guy wants to fuck around bot side and do nothing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and we're really,
Yeah.
really happy, right? So I
Yeah.
think this
Get
is
a tempo
even if you get a
advantage.
kill here, I don't care. I think this is like a big waste of time. This is not like a consistent way to play the game. Sitting in a bot push and hoping to God that the enemy team decides to run it down, you know? Because that's what you're
Yes.
basically doing here. Is you're just hoping, please Pike, please run in and die. Pretty please. And then he ends up
Yeah.
doing it, but you get the idea. Now at this point, dragons respawn, so we see, and also the reason why I like to do objectives is because now obviously Ammumu gets it for free, you know. But I think we could have got the herald, and
Yeah.
we could have still got the dragon, you know. I think there's no reason why we can't get both. We don't have to trade them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We base, get a lot of our items. Now we full clear down. What's the next objective? Next objective is Otacon. Otacon spawning downwards. It's fine to do top place here, because Otacon can't just solo it Otacon fast. So this I don't mind spending the time getting his flash, getting Dark Harvest. But now we should be clearing down and playing for our bot lane, which is fed, and be playing for the Otacon. Here I have no idea where you're going here, to be honest. There's no top camps up, no top side objectives. If we look at our bot lane, remember this line I said? If you look at this line, Akali's safe,
Yes.
Teemo's safe. These guys are so far up. I'm terrified that they'll get ganked. And if they get double killed, let's say Jinx Morgana get double killed right now, Mumu Q's over the wall, ults them, double kills them. We're gonna lose the Otacon, aren't we? It's 3v5. How are we gonna fight 3v5? Their ball line's alive,
Yeah.
ours isn't, right? So anytime someone's past this line on the enemy team, like let's say Mordekaiser's here, I'm thinking alarm bells go off. This guy's super gankable, free kill. And anytime my team has passed this line, I'm thinking alarm bells as well. My team is super gankable. They're free kills. I want to sit here. I want to be like on Raptor, so I'm like in vicinity to them. I want to be taking enemy blue, so I'm in the area with them. You know, I want to be fast to respond. Make sense? Uh,
Yes.
and then if we're hovering our ball lane and we kill them, then we get the Otacon, right? Because boom, right here, our ball lane
Yeah.
happens to trade two. They kill Vayne and Pike, and then Jinx dies afterwards to Ammumu, right? But imagine if we were bot lane hovering our aggressive team instead of being mid, and we save Jinx and we kill Ammumu, then we're getting a free objective, right?
Yeah.
Another thing is I haven't seen you press tab often. You need to be pressing tab a lot. And rule one of jungle, like jungle 101, is play for winning lanes. You never want to play for like a 0-2 top laner.
Yes.
If you have a choice, 0-2 top laner or 3-0 AD carry, it's always 3-0 to carry. And I have a good feeling this game. Your Teemo is not behind, but I think he's like whatever. But I think your AD carry is super fed. So everything you do, all your
Yes.
plans, Dragon, Otacon, Herald, whatever, it should always be like based on your fed member, which is Jinx this game. That's why we'd always rather like if we see our Jinx, our fed member pushing bot, we're always hovering him, playing with him. We're not randomly sitting mid, you know.
Yeah.
When we kill Vayne and Pike, if I was you, okay, normally I'd be like, let's pull Otacon, but now Morgana dies, so your advantage is not as big. I think you have to ult to safety here, yeah. That's fine, they can't do it. We also have a lot of gold. I think, let's see, when did you have this? I think if I'm you, I would just base right now when you had Krugs, because you have Lich Bane is 1.1
Totally.
and you have item right now. And there's no way, like, you see enemy jungle bots, so it's not like you're playing Otacon, there's no bot tower. Again, you're not playing Otacon because no one enemy team is dead. You see, you never play, the enemy jungle's bot side, so there's no way you're pulling it because you could always 50-50 it. I think instead of sitting in this bush, you could have just instantly reset, got Lich in, and you actually would have been here at the same time because you just wasted 20 seconds walking around. So if you based, you would have been here around the same time frame,
Yeah.
and then for this fight, you'd just be stronger. You'd have Lich Bane on you, So maybe with more damage, you would have killed more
Yes.
Pike or Vayne faster. Morgana would have taken less damage from Vayne because she would have died faster, and then maybe Morgana wouldn't die from the Xerath ult. You know what I mean? Everything is like a. I think
Yes.
jungle is a crazy just domino effect game. It's just domino after domino, snowball into snowball. Everything you do affects every other part of the game.
Yes.
Okay, it's already 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to skip through. If there's any specific fight or scenario you remember that you want me to focus on, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just kind of skipping through so I can get everyone done by today.
Yeah. Just. I think you can just skip through.
I'll just look at all your deaths. How about that? And the big fights. We get 3 people. We've pushed mid. This looks good.
Yeah. This.
I assume
This
you
was
just
a stupid
you
green
get
gate for
sniped by something. Oh,
T-Zone.
you just get hit. Yeah. Not. I
Yeah.
mean, not gonna yell you for this. Just have to use your E. You have a dash.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happens? Wait, let me go back actually. Normally, when you kill these 3 people, boom, we kill Xerath, Pyke, Vayne. As a jungler, we kill 3 people. The first thing I'm doing is I'm spam pinging Otacon. Otacon, the fuck mid tower. If you have a choice of a mid tower or Otacon, it's always or Otacon, Dragon, Baron, Herald.
Mm.
Every objective in the game is more important than a tower. There's no tower in the game that's worth more than any objective, besides maybe like grubs or like some other game shit, you know. So if I
Yeah.
have a choice, 3 people dead, I just you don't need to 5 mana. If Jinx wants to hit mid, that's fine. You could just 2 mana with like a Morgana. Otacon's 2 manable with any like champion in the game, you know. Most junglers can solo it as
Yeah.
well. I think Ekko can't, but like 90% junglers can. So I would just not even be here right now, and I would never get low. I would just be hitting Otacon this entire time. Most of their team is dead, so. Because when you die, it gives them an opportunity where now they could have done it, which is like a pretty big comeback mechanic for them, you know. Okay, same thing here. Amuumu's dead. I'm spam pinging Baron. The enemy jungler is dead. They have no smite. It's a 45. Who's gonna steal
Yeah.
the Baron on the enemy team? You know. And if they don't come to
Yeah.
fight it, then you're just getting a free Baron. So either A, they come and fight it, and now they're fighting 45, so you'll have an advantage, or B, they don't come and fight it, and then it just now then you just get it for free, right?
Yeah. I just pinged it too late.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah.
Your entire team dies.
Sometimes
I don't
just
think this
ping
is your
my
fault. Your
teammates.
team kind of just ran in and died, and you full comboed
Yeah.
the carry, which is what you should do. Should have used your E earlier. Usually with Ekko you want W, EQ, but you actually used your E at the latest. You actually never even got it off, and he's like a lot of your damage, I'd say. The entire point why Ekko builds Lich is because Lich interacts with the Z. So I think you're
Yeah.
missing a bit of damage there. Maybe Xerath would have died. You still would have died anyways, but maybe you can trade one to kill. Now they get Baron off that. These guys get Dragon. I see there's 2 people topside. If I'm you, I'm pulling Otacon. Look, Pyke top, Mordekaiser top, Xerath mid. That means only 2 people could be boss side, and it's their jungler and their what other role? Their AD carry. I forget who their AD carry even is. So but you have 3 people bot side. You Ekko Teemo, they have 2 people bot side. Only their jungle and their AD carry. So I think here you could just pull it. Same
Yeah.
concept. It's 3v2. You have 3 members teammates. They have 2 members. You know. Their entire
Yeah.
team was half their team was all across the map. The Mordekaiser Pyke will never get here in time for this Otacon. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is okay. Fine combo. Don't forget to use your W. Yeah. Boom, we get 2 kills, same as before. Boom, we killed Vayne, Mordekaiser, spamming Autospawn, spamming Autogon. Mid late game, it's all about getting a single pick and forcing an objective. Again, it could be Elder, Baron,
Yes.
Dragon, Otacon, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anytime you have no advantage, your mind should be full on like alarm bells. Objective, objective, objective. We have more people alive than they do. You know, because I think
Yeah.
this is pretty troll. You got a good ult here. Nice E. You see how much damage your E is? I feel like you've been
Yeah.
ignoring you've been using your E damage more as like a dash than like actual like damage spell recently. Yeah, look at that E damage. Boom, 1,000 damage. Nice. You could have. I think here you could have ulted Ward and killed him. Right here, you're boom. Right now, you see how you're a shadow.
Yes. Yes.
But anyway, same before. Xerath dies. Boom, pull
I was a
Otacon.
bit afraid of Mordekaiser's too.
Yeah, that's fine. But when we got one pick. We finally pulled the objective off the pick, you know, and we see we got it for free. Nothing the enemy could do.
Yeah.
You're not pressing tab often. If I had to guess, I think you'd probably need Void. If enemy team's building any MR, you need Magic Pen.
Yeah.
But you don't really press tab often, so I can't even tell you. Okay, let's watch this Elder team fight. Nice. I think make sure that's another reason why you want to press tab is you want to see who the Fed members on the team. If you press tab and you see Vayne 05, Mordecai 05, Zerath's 10-0, that means we know focus Zerath. He's the only one that matters. You haven't pressed tab, but from what
Yeah.
fights I've watched, Zerath seems to be like the biggest carry from my knowledge. He's the one doing the most damage.
Yes.
He's the one being the biggest pricks. I'm never EQing Vayne. I'm never EQing Ammumu. I'm EQing Zerath. I want to kill the Zerath. He's the carry. He's the damage dealer. He's the guy that matters. But here, if you notice, you actually used all your damage on Ammumu and Vayne. You didn't hit Zerath a single time. You know.
Yes.
So I think if you hit Zerath there, maybe he dies as well, and that's just priority target. Because yeah, boom, now you kill Zerath, boom, now you hit Zerath, and he gets one shot. Perfect. Get Elder, and now the game should just be over. You have Elder, you get Baron.
Yeah.
At this point again, there's nothing to farm for. Like you have 4,000 gold, you have death cap in base. So like I get the death cap Baron. I mean, like, if you press shop and you see that, damn, I need 100 more gold for item, then sure, I'll allow you to go do your camp. But there's no item in the game right now you can't buy with 4,000 gold. The most expensive item in the game is 3,600.
Yes.
So doing this like blue is
Yeah.
fine, but doing this grump is completely worthless. All you're doing is wasting your
Yes.
Baron and Elder, and we want to use this Baron and Elder to end the game. Like
Yeah.
even now you're doing Raptors. What do you need this your 6 items, your full build, and you have level 18. So you're not getting level 19 this game, and you're not getting a 7th item this game. So instead of helping your Morgana and being with your team, you're late doing your Raptors. At this point
Yeah.
in the
I
game,
was
no one ever farms. It's
mm,
farmer does not like right now. Boom,
thinking
wolves,
about
wolves, Grom. This is all pointless. You see?
yes. I see. I thought of pushing bot lane, but
But pushing wave is fine because of
on
like
our way.
the wave is fine because that actually pushing wave is for tower and for map pressure, but the camps doesn't do anything. You can let your teammates do the camps, or instead of doing camps, you can sit in the bush and try to get a pick, wait for the enemy team to walk in, stuff like that. But no, I
Yeah.
mean that's the end of the vibe. I mean it's not a bad vibe.